Hello friends, life often feels like an endless mountain climb full of challenges and obstacles, doesn't it? How many times have you felt weighed down by self-doubt, fear of failure, or anxiety about the future? It leaves you feeling lost, demotivated, and stuck. You may even question your abilities and lose sight of your true potential. Well, the good news is, with the right mindset and tools, the difficult climb can transform into a journey of self-discovery. In this inspirational video, learn about a young boy who sets out to conquer the mountain despite his fears. Step by step, he gains control over his mind and realizes that the true peak lies within. If negativity and discouragement have been blocking your path, this video provides a blueprint to help overcome them. Understand why we feel demotivated at times and how to rise above these temporary setbacks. So without any delay, let's start today's Buddhist story. But before you get lost in the story, make sure to press the like button and share it with others. Once upon a time, at the foothills of huge mountains, there was a small village where a mountaineer lived. He used to show the way to people. He used to take people to high mountains and bring them back safe and sound. Similarly, one day the mountaineer had gone for a climb on the mountain with some people, but suddenly that day an accident happened. He slipped and got badly injured in the legs, and one of his companions also died, due to which he faced a lot of problems, and the mountaineer could not forgive himself. After that, he never went to those high mountains again. He stayed nearby and started running a small shop. Before one realized, time passed, and now even his son had grown up. He also used to help his father in that shop. Since his childhood, he used to see people climbing the mountain and listen to their talks that the world looks different from the mountain peak. Therefore, he always wished to climb that mountain. But whenever he used to tell his father that he also wants to climb this mountain and see the world up there, his father always stopped him, saying, "Son, going up is very risky. There is a lot of danger. Anything can happen in the mountains. You have to walk a lot there and work very hard. Your feet can also slip on these mountains. Don't get into people's talks. You can live your life comfortably staying here." Whenever that boy talked to his father about going up, his father would stop him from going there. One day, that boy decided that at least once in my life, I have to climb that mountain and feel how the world is up there. Otherwise, I will remain at this shop all my life. I will keep listening from people's mouth only that the world of mountains is like this, and the world of mountains is like that, but I will never be able to see it. Now, when the mountaineer felt that his son was not going to listen to him, he agreed to let him go there and tells his son that, "Fine, if you want to go, you can go, but always remember one thing of mine. If you face any problem, come back immediately, reversing your steps." Getting his father's permission, that boy took all his stuff and first went to the campsite nearest to that mountain, which is the first stopover for everyone, where people start the climb from, where people stop first and last, and where people take the first break while descending from the mountain. By staying there, he got to learn more about that mountain from people coming and going. By staying there, 2 of his works were getting completed. First, he was able to collect some money for his journey, and second, he kept meeting different kinds of travelers, talked to them, and started gaining information about the journey and peak there, listening to many stories and getting varied knowledge about new paths and the peak. Then one day, he decided that he will start his journey the next week. But when he talked to some people there, those people told him, "Son, the way here is very difficult. You should go from the other campsite. It will be easier for you to walk from there." The boy listened to those people and left this campsite to arrive at the other one. Here too, he kept meeting various travelers, talked to people, and heard many stories there as well, about new routes and the peak. One day early morning, he set out on his path. When he was climbing that mountain, he met an experienced mountaineer sitting there who was middle-aged. The friendship between that experienced mountaineer and the boy had happened back in the camp itself. That's when the middle-aged man asks the boy, "Why are you going in the reverse direction? You should go in the straight direction." On this, the boy replies, "Baba, I've heard stories of people coming and going here and known about this place, so I don't want to go further up anymore, because I've understood everything about this place now. That's why I am going back home." Hearing this talk of the boy, that Baba starts laughing loudly. Surprised, The boy then asks Baba, "What happened? What did I say that made you laugh so hard?" That's when Baba tells the boy, mountains and paths cannot be understood. They have to be experienced, enjoyed. He further tells the boy, think for a moment, why does a person climb a small mountain top? Because that person wants to know himself better. He wants to know about his own shortcomings. That's why he sets out on this journey, and whoever sets out on his own journey does not reach anywhere, but he changes completely from within. On this, the boy says to Baba, "So what should I do?" That's when Baba tells the boy, "There is only one way for this that will remove the fear sitting inside you forever, but I have one condition for it." On this, the boy says, "Tell me, Baba, what's your condition?" Then Baba tells the boy, "When you feel like giving up or leaving the journey halfway, you will have to listen to my words very peacefully and carefully. Are you ready for it?" Thinking for a while, the boy considers that Baba might actually remove the fear from my mind, and I'll be able to achieve something in life. If I just leave like this, Father will never let me return or do what I want to do. That's why I must agree to Baba's suggestion this one time. Thinking this, the boy agrees to Baba's condition, and the next day, early morning, both of them set out to climb the mountain. Baba tells him that we need to cover at least 15 kilometers of ascent before the day ends. Slowly, they kept moving ahead. As they climbed higher, the path kept getting more and more difficult and riskier. After walking for about 3 kilometers, suddenly the boy saw a beautiful sight. There was a small house there, and nearby was a small stall too. The boy also saw 2 people sitting there, and very nice, aromatic food was being cooked. That's when suddenly a thought came in the boy's mind that why don't we also stop here for some time? He immediately called out to Baba and said, "Baba, why don't we also stop here for a while, take some rest and eat something?" On this, Baba says, "We've just started walking. If we stop here, we won't be able to achieve our target for the day." That's when the boy tells Baba, "Just for a little while, Baba, let's eat something." At this, Baba smiles and tells the boy, "Listen carefully, son. This is the first obstacle that comes on one's own journey. It arises when we divert our attention from our goal and start focusing on things around us, when it feels like we'll find happiness in them and we turn towards them, pulled by them, and the moment we start paying attention to these temptations, we lose our path. But if you want, you can still take the right decision in this mental state too. So keep your mind steady and keep walking." The boy listened to Baba and quietly stood up with his mind made up and started walking behind Baba. Before they realized, the entire day passed. The journey on the first day was tiring, but also very beautiful. The way for the next day was even more difficult, so Baba woke up the boy early in the morning, and then the two moved forward on the path. They had barely climbed a bit when it started pouring heavily there, and before they knew it, the rain became even more intense. Their clothes had completely soaked by now. The boy was shivering with cold. His hands and feet had started trembling. That's when he started scolding himself in his mind and said, "I wish I hadn't listened to them. I got into their talks for no reason. I was nicely going back home. At this time, you could have been sitting at home, eating hot food and resting comfortably." Thinking this, the boy kept moving ahead, but his attention got diverted and his feet collided with a stone lying on the path, making him fall. Then that boy shouted loudly saying, "Old Baba, I unnecessarily listened to you all. I was perfectly fine at home. Haven't even eaten properly since yesterday, and today I am unnecessarily troubled by such intense rain. Oh Baba, I want to go back home now. Give me the permission." But Baba did not answer any talk of that boy, rather kept listening quietly to all he said, kept understanding his condition of mind, and after a while tells the boy, "My guru used to say, be careful, don't complain." On this, the boy asks, turning around, "Baba, what do you want to say? I am not getting your point." At this, Baba smiles again and tells the boy, feeling heavy, brain feeling sluggish, feeling very sleepy, getting tired and not wanting to do anything at all these are defects of the mind. If you get stuck in these defects, it means you have entered a jail, and staying imprisoned in this jail at the slightest difficulties, you will give up, because here even your intelligence and reasoning ability will not be able to support you. Therefore, leave all laziness and get up immediately and come with me." With Baba saying so much, that boy remembered his words. Baba had already said before beginning the journey that whenever you feel like giving up, you will have to listen to my words carefully. Remembering his promise, the boy immediately got up and the two once again resumed their journey. Before they knew, the evening time had come, and in the evening, the boy met some people on that mountain that had much more modern gear than him. They had modern equipment. Seeing this, the boy started thinking to himself that they have so much modern equipment, they will surely be able to climb this mountain, but I have nothing with me. What will my father say if I fail? As these thoughts came, he got disappointed once again and standing at one place, started thinking about them only. They are bound to climb this mountain with so much modern gear, but I have nothing. Why should I work so hard for no reason? If I do so much hard work at my father's shop, I will definitely benefit there. Lost in these very thoughts, he was lying there when Baba tells that boy, "Remember why you started this journey. You didn't start this journey to reach the peak. You started it to gain experience, to conquer yourself, and this whole journey itself is the peak." Hearing this from Baba's mouth, the boy thought for a while and then tells Baba, "You are right, but now I don't feel like going up anymore. I really don't feel like continuing the onward journey anymore." Baba replies, "Son, remember, this journey was never about getting to the top. It was always about going deep. You started this journey to become a better human, to know yourself better. So suspicion should not overpower you. That's why look back from the past self and see if you have become better than before or not." Further, Baba tells the boy, "You just have to conquer yourself every day, every night. Just think that how was I better today than yesterday? What little thing can I do to be better than yesterday? Remember your smallest of small win every day. You just have to do this much. When you will bring your attention to your wins, the doubt within you will disappear on its own." Listening carefully to Baba, the boy's mind slowly became completely calm. He started feeling very light, as if the entire burden of his mind had been removed. He quietly started walking behind Baba once again. Both were moving ahead together, narrating their stories to each other. And amidst this, several obstacles also came for which Baba kept cautioning the boy, and the boy kept conquering his mind himself. Now, he was beginning to feel that it is emerging from within him only whether to move ahead or stop, and if attention is not paid to them, they assume huge forms in the mind. Slowly, he was gaining control over them, and now it started feeling to him that he has learnt to conquer his mind. He has won over his mind. Now he can accomplish any task. He can succeed in anything. After this journey, he can truly assist his father. Now Baba and the boy kept continuously moving ahead on the journey, and after many days of traveling, both of them finally reached the peak. On reaching the peak, the boy experienced immense tranquility there. Standing on that peak, the boy thought that very few people are able to reach here, and those who reach here gain that experience. During this, there was a deep smile on the boy's face. Standing on that peak, he felt the sense of achievement. His chest had broadened. Standing there, he started thinking about his journey, how many times he faced his mental state and moved ahead and reached here. And he also realized that as many times as he faced his mental state controlled his mind, he got back up that many times. Then another thought came to his mind. Baba is right, that there are many peaks in the whole journey. When he turned to thank Baba, there was no one there. He looked here and there, called out, but no one came forward hearing his voice. Friends, did this video give you an inspirational boost? If yes, make sure to press the like button and share it with others. Your one click motivates us to create more uplifting content that transforms lives. So let's meet again in another new video. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you and Namo Buddhaye.